Hey guitar players, it's Sean. Today's video is all about, as the old saying goes, putting the rubber to the road. We are going to start picking. So we've been talking all about how to hold the pick, how to hold the guitar, how to pick your pick, and now it's time to put that into action. Now, if you're brand new to guitar, and this is the first video you've seen, I would suggest that you go and check out the previous two videos about how to hold the guitar properly and how to hold the pick properly. And I will put those links down below. So please go and check those out and then come on back. But for the rest of you that are ready for this, yeah, it's time to use the pick. Okay, so you're holding the guitar with your arm, giving it some good support. You bring your hand up, and I don't have my pick in my hand just to kind of demonstrate this. All picking is just this movement here. So you notice it's my wrist moving. For the most part, the arm moves a little bit. It has to, it's attached. But it's definitely not a big arm motion like this. It's wrist. So with the guitar, we have two types of picks or strums, and they're technically called strokes. So we have what we call a downstroke, and there's a symbol for it right there. And all a downstroke is when you strike or strum these strings and you go in a downward direction towards the floor. Okay, so downstroke. And then of course we have the exact opposite, which is called an upstroke. Here's the symbol for that. It kind of looks like a V, and the upstroke is just when we go towards the ceiling. Now the downstrokes and upstrokes can be used across all the strings of the guitar, or just a few, or even just a single like that. Now the guitar of course has 6 strings numbered 1 through 6. The thinnest one closest to the floor, that's our first string, and of course our second, third, fourth, fifth, and the one closest to our face is the 6th string. Now of course they have note names as well, and if you know that already, that's great, but for today we're just going to use the numbers. So let's give some picking a try. We're just going to concentrate on one string at a time. We'll start with our first string. So we'll take our pick, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to just kind of do those downstrokes that I was just talking about, in other words, down towards the floor. And we're just going to go like this and just kind of try it out. So try it with me, or pause the video and come on back, but just kind of give some downstrokes a try. And then let's do the same thing, but let's do our second string. Ooh, it feels different, right? And then our third string. Right, we'll try our 4th string. Right, our 5th string. And of course our 6th string. Okay, now let's give upstrokes that treatment as well. Let's try doing some upstrokes. So we'll go back to our first string here. So we'll do some upstrokes. Cool, give it a try on your 2nd string. Right, your 3rd, I know I'm going a little fast here, but try out your 4th string, your 5th, and your 6th. Now you may have noticed when we were doing that just a second ago that when I was picking, I was just using pretty much the tip of the pick. So remember that most of the pick is for holding on to, and it's just the tip that we want to brush or stroke those strings. So you don't want to go in like really, really far, because then it'll kind of catch and you'll end up kind of twisting your wrist and doing some weird stuff. Just think of it as an extension of your hand, almost like as if you were using a finger to kind of stroke or strum those strings. You wouldn't want to stick that in really far. Well, first of all, it would hurt, but it would get caught and you'd be doing all sorts of weird stuff with your wrist. All right, so we're going to do our first picking exercise. You ready for this? Easy peasy. We're going to do 4 downstrokes followed by 4 upstrokes on each string. And we're going to do them in succession or in order. We'll start at our first string. And we're going to do this without stopping. If you find I'm going a little fast and you need to pause the video and just try it out for yourself, by all means, go right ahead and come on back. Here we go, 4 downstrokes, 4 upstrokes on our first string. And so down, 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4. One more time. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Second string, down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, and third string, down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4th string, down, 2, 3, 4 and up. 2, 3, 4, 5th string down. 2, 3, 4 and up. 2, 3, and finally our 6th string down. 2, 3, 4 and up. 2, 3, 4. Right on. Okay, congratulations. You just survived your first picking exercise. How did it go? Did the downstrokes and the upstrokes feel different from each other? I'm going to guess that they did, and that is totally fine. This is all part of getting used to how things feel on the guitar. So I would suggest that you do that exercise a number of times just to kind of get the feel of doing down and up strokes, get the, what do the different strings feel like. Now, for the exercise for the video, I had everything kind of muted off when I was demonstrating. By all means, you can do it with open strings as well. That's totally fine. Now, when you're trying this exercise, once you've done it a few times and it's feeling pretty good, try doing this. Try doing maybe your 4 downstrokes and then your 4 upstrokes, and then going to your 2nd string, and try not to look and see if you can find that 2nd string. And then, of course, your 3rd string. See if you can find it without looking. See if you can find it without feeling with your finger, kind of where that string is. Just to get yourself used to where these things are, where they're spaced out. And if you're feeling up for a really big challenge, maybe start on your 1st string, do your downstrokes and your upstrokes, and then go, all right, well, where's my 5th string? Oh no, so you're bound to make lots of mistakes, and that's totally great. All right, so there you go. That's just a little intro into getting your picking hand going on these strings, putting the rubber to the road, as I said in the beginning, and just getting a good feel for the guitar. I will be doing some videos coming up with more advanced picking exercises and all that kind of great stuff. And the next video, I'm going to talk all about strumming on the guitar. So moving up from just one string to many. But until then, I'm Sean Trotter. See you next time.